There's a wonderful phrase, it's called timid businessmen have skinny kids. Just that one phrase you can build your entire business platform on. Too many people get super excited at the genesis of an idea for a business. I've met lots of people when they first hear of a business, they get all fired up and they're talking about how this will be good and how this can be built and this is what we should do, the best way to start the sales and marketing to get going. Then after they're finished blurting it all out and it's time to actually start doing something, they develop an allergy to work. I call that work the hard yards. There are lots of sayings about the difference between entrepreneurs who actually build things and other people who never create anything. I think the best was a speech attributed to ex-US President Roosevelt, and that speech was called The Man in the Arena, where he said, it's not the critic who counts, it's the man in the arena. Well, we all understand that speech and it's brilliant. However, let's look a little bit deeper for a minute. There's not a black and white dividing line between people who achieve things in business and those who never achieve anything. There's a whole lot of grey in the middle, and that's where the talkers live. The same people I mentioned a minute ago when I said I met lots of people who get super excited early on and develop that allergy to work. Now I hope that isn't you, because it's easy to drop into that grey area. The cure is the hard yards. Every one of you listening to this who has a business or is thinking about starting a business will come across those tasks. They're things that you least like doing, but are often key to developing and moving on in your business. Avoiding them will only pull you into the masses of people who live in that grey area. They'll be making excuses in the future about why their business didn't work. The cure, like I said, is simple. If you've got the money, well, get someone in to do the things you don't like. If you don't have the money or the cash flow, roll up your sleeves and bloody well do it yourself. So don't wait too long if you're new in business to hit the road and get started. Yes, it's important to learn your trade. Yes, it's important to plan and prepare. However, you should get moving as soon as possible. That's why timid businessmen have got skinny kids, because they don't do what's necessary to make their business a success. They don't earn enough and they can't pay the rent or the mortgage, and they have empty fridges and shelves in the kitchen and hungry skinny kids. A lot of time fear comes along to stop you doing something that you know you should do. My answer to that is there's good fear and bad fear. Another great saying to help you out there, description of fear is false education appearing real. Fear is nearly always false fear. That's why I call it bad fear. There is something called good fear, and that's avoiding making stupid decisions that could very badly affect the direction of your business. Common sense, a little bit of quiet thinking and analysis will nearly always help you decide if you're feeling good or bad fear. If it's bad fear or false fear, then you're allowed to sit and think about it for 1 millionth of a second. In other words, not at all. Every second you don't act and destroy false fear is terminal to your business. Let me put that another way. Fear should never ever affect any decisions you make unless you're being chased by a bear. Then you let your fear motivate you to run like hell. There's a good story about such a man being chased through the woods by a bear. He was crashing through the undergrowth, and in the distance he saw a branch of a tree, and then he thought for a second when he was running if he could jump high enough to catch it and swing and get out of the bear's way. Well, as he approached the branch, he jumped whilst running, and with every piece of his energy he had in him up in the air, unfortunately he missed the branch. The good news is he caught it on the way down. So that's the only time, in my opinion, that fear is useful, when it motivates you to do something you never thought would be possible. My final thought on this chat about timid businessmen having skinny kids is passion. You should be passionate about your business. If you're not loving your business, why the hell are you doing it? Get out and do something else. It doesn't matter if you think there's an afterlife, a heaven or a hell. What's for real is this life, this experience you're going through right now. So why are you wasting your time in business that you don't have any passion for? When you do have a business you're passionate about, it never feels like work because you love it so much. And that's how it should be. Life isn't a trial run. You don't get to be 110 and say, hey, let's have another go, let's start again. This one life is the only one you have. Why would you spend time doing something you're not passionate about? And even more, why would you stand in fear of anything, unless it's a bear? Remember that bit. Hit the like button if you get value from these chats, and subscribe, and you want to keep hanging out with us, that's fantastic. Make sure you don't miss anything. Hit that little grey bell, the notification bell. You get pinged every time we send out a new video. Remember, be strong, and fear disappears like the smoke that it is. See you soon.